Hi guys, Claudia Boleyn here. I'm just catching up, really. This is not like an informational video. I've just come back from my first driving lesson. I was out on the roads for about, well, I was out on the roads with my driving instructor for about an hour, but I drove for like 2 minutes, maybe less. And it was already just too much for me already. I don't trust myself in charge of that heavy a metal vehicle. Yeah, it's like a metal object that, you know, if I wanted to press that pedal down, I could just zoom off down that road. It's quite scary. There was a lot to take in, stuff about the biting point, where to put the gear stick and the clutch, and I find that hard. I can't quite work out with the gear stick for some reason. I can't get the hang of using the gear stick. I thought I wasn't strong enough to do it, but apparently my timing is bad. So there's that, and then there's looking in the mirrors, and there's getting the right seat height and all that kind of thing, because I'm really short. And there's the blind spot. Yeah, there's a lot to think about. So my first driving lesson. I'm determined to be driving before my brother. My brother Dan is 3 years younger than me, but because of my mental illness stuff, this is like the first time I've ever done driving lessons, whereas Dan did his as soon as he was able to. But he's stopped his because he's gone off to university. And obviously you don't really need your car when you're at university because, you know, why would you? You can use trains and things. So hopefully I'm going to be the one that drives first. It's not that it's like a big competition, but, you know, because I'm older. And also I'm hoping I can help him out with lifts and things, because I felt like a rubbish big sister, because when I was younger I always thought, oh, you know, when Dan's hitting the town and hitting the clubs, I'll be able to drive him about. And obviously I haven't been able to do that yet, so hopefully I'll learn fairly soon. I don't know how long it will take me, but, you know, in a number of months. I don't know, is that too optimistic? And then I can, you know, drive Dan around and, you know, take him to parties and things and do all the things that I wish I'd done for him before, because he's a good brother to me, so I will willingly be his taxi service for a little bit. Another update in my life. I had my ears pierced the other day. Wait, let me get close to you so you can see. Do you see that? Yes. They're just plain studs with like, they got some sort of crystal in them or something. They are gold, but that's just because when they put the first ones in, apparently sterling silver can make some people react badly, and I didn't want to chance that, so I paid to get the gold ones. Never had them done before. When I was younger, my mum used to think, not just my mum, but like it was like, oh, earrings are chavvy, like, oh, you don't want to be like a chav. That was a thing in my family. I don't pay any attention to that anymore. My brother got his ear pierced when he came back from uni. He was back for like well, not a whole week, but just for a little bit, which is why I'm in such a good mood, because I've like had Dan around for a while, and I hadn't seen him for like 2 months, so Dan's like my best friend, so it's like it gives me life and joy when he comes down, because it's really lovely to see him. But he had his ear pierced, just the one, and that's interesting as well, because our family's like a family where, you know, my dad's Indian side of the family. My dad had an earring when he was young, and it looked really good. Yeah, but the other side of the family is very much sort of like, jewellery is for women, not for boys, you know, not for men. But yeah, they're cool with it. Dan looks great. Dan's like really stylish. So jealous of Dan. He is like good looking and stylish and talented and all that kind of thing. But he actually spurs me on to do things. Like, I'm actually inspired by my younger brother, which is kind of strange, but, you know, I look at him like I'd look at like a celebrity in a magazine or something and think, oh, you know what, yeah, oh wow, that jacket looks good on Dan, you know, maybe I could pull off a jacket like that. So yeah, I just decided, I went to Claire's Accessories, Dan came with me into Claire's, and yeah, had them done with the old ear guns. Didn't hurt at all. I was expecting it to be more painful. I don't know, you'd just assume it would be, wouldn't you? Because you're actually piercing, you know, a part of your body with nerves in. But didn't feel a thing. It really wasn't painful. I've had no pain so far. I've got to keep these in for 3 weeks, and then I've got to keep something in for like 6 months so they don't close over or something. But yeah, what else can I tell you? Because it's been a while since I've spoken to you. Oh, right, so I don't know if you realise, I don't know if I told you last time when I spoke to you, but I've got really obsessed with Emmerdale. Let's put it like that. Like, yes, people, the British soap set in the Yorkshire Dales. I'm now completely obsessed with the show. I got dragged in through watching YouTube videos of an LGBT couple called Aaron and Robert, and I got dragged in a while ago, and now I'm invested, and I feel like I feel so strongly about this. I'm so part of it now. And it's so amazing to watch characters you care about, like watch their relationship evolve in almost real time, because you're seeing updates like almost every day, like apart from weekends. So yeah, that's amazing. Anyway, so Aaron and Robert. If you want to watch them, then watch the Aaron and Robert story on YouTube from the start. It's got some ups and downs. I'm not saying it's healthy, but it is a ride. I mean, it is like, I love my fiction really, really dramatic and really, really dark, but with lightness in it. It's like Wuthering Heights levels of drama. And like, it's problematic in many ways, my friends. Don't think I'm trying to be like, this is healthy. It's not healthy, and it's very dark, but wow, it's fascinating. And it's one of those stories that, like, LGBT couples don't usually get that level of like good characterization and are able to go to those dark, questionable places. I think because one of the characters was not originally written as being, well, one of them's bi and one of them's gay. But one of the characters, Robert, is like he's been in the soap for a really long time. He's played by a different actor before. He's been in it since he was a kid. And he's bi, but we didn't really know that he was bi for a long time. But he was an established character before he came out. So he's like this huge, like, character in the soap. So they're not written as like, oh, look, here's the gay couple, everyone. Like, they're really well-written characters on their own. And the fact that they're together is just amazing. It's like a real power couple. So they got married. They got married in February. A couple of weeks ago now. I think it's been 2 weeks today since they got married. Yes, my friends, it has. That was a huge deal for me. Just seeing them, like seeing a bi man and a gay man get married on a soap at 7 o'clock was huge for me, because I know it's not like the first in a soap, but it's the first one I've been like invested in and actually watched and sat down and really got into. And it means a lot to me, because can you imagine like me telling little me that, saying like, look, you're bi and you're gonna watch that on a soap, and people are gonna accept it and people are gonna love it. Like, straight people as well are really gonna get behind this couple. I can't believe it. I'm thrilled with that. The story's got dark since, but like, seriously, watch this storyline. So many trigger warnings, but if you look it up on, like, just look it up online so you're aware. Very dark story. Amazing. Like, it's not like a normal soap. It's not like you're watching a soap. It's like you're watching some intense drama. Like, oh, it's amazing. Also, they used the B word. They used the bisexual word, which is important to me. Like, the characters actually do have conversations about being bisexual. Well, the guy that is bisexual talks about that. He uses the name, so don't be disheartened at the start when the name isn't used, because it will get dealt with. Like, they will say that he is a bisexual man. Actually, not to spoil this for you, but I think it was last night there was like a special episode of Emmerdale. Sorry to talk about Emmerdale so much in this vlog, but I feel like it. And my favourite character, Aaron, who is the gay one, that sounds so reductive to just call him the gay one, but, you know, in the relationship, he is the gay one. There's so many aspects to Aaron. He's a fantastic character, and he's played by, like, a really good actor called Danny Miller. Like, the acting there, it's intensely good. You'll know what I mean if you see it. It's like you're watching some sort of Oscar-nominated film sort of thing. But yeah, he's going through some homophobic abuse in prison at the moment, and it's really hard to watch. You know, it's as an LGBT person anyway, it's always hard to watch that kind of thing. Should also say, if you're planning to watch this, it's not all doom and gloom, their story. There are highs as well. It's quite well rounded, but there is a lot of darkness. But then British soaps, there's always a lot of darkness in them. But yeah, so I was watching this, and like, I've literally just seen him get like beaten up. He's on the floor of a cell, and my heart is breaking, because I'm thinking, I love this character. Like, I love him. He's like, you know that feeling where it's sort of like you just love a character so much you would just adopt them. Like, I'd put him in the category of my children. Like, he would be one of my fictional children. My child. Aaron Dingle. My son. Yes. But anyway, so he just got beaten up. And so my reaction is to go, oh shit. Oh man, that's awful. I mean, because it was bad. So there's a thing in like with my family. So my mum like turns to me and she's like, you do realise it's not real, don't you? Like, it's not even real. And I swear, I'm sorry, I thought that, you know, like, I don't know, is that not, like, upsetting to see a character, like, even if they're not your favourite, getting, like, homophobically, like, bullied and beaten up? Like, is that not, I don't know. Yeah, so I think maybe this is something you might, like, relate to if you're mentally ill. Sometimes your perfectly normal reactions to things are taken by other people as being, like, out there and weird. But actually, if you think about it, it's a perfectly normal reaction to have. Like, that was not an intense reaction I had. I was just sad. I was just expressing, oh shit, like, that's intense. Yeah. but you feel like you're being sort of, again, this is not a family call-out thing, but do you ever feel like you're sort of being monitored, like, oh no, she's not being crazy again, is she? She's not going too far. Like, but you're actually not. You just, like, think about those things, my friends, because I have to sometimes. Like, if someone tells you you're being, like, irrational or acting up too much, actually think about it in the context and think, are you, though? Are you actually? Or is that a normal reaction and you're from a place where it's not, where emotions are usually pushed down and not really shown? Like, think about that, my friends. It broke my heart anyway. Like, he's one of my favourite characters, and that just, it broke me. It really broke me. But yeah, I don't think I've got anything else to report to you guys. This was just me checking in and chatting. Yeah, nothing to report. I'm going to go now and closed caption this and get on with stuff, because I've got my degree to do, and I just sent off an assignment a little while ago, so should be getting the results of that soon. I'm loving my degree, by the way. Like, doing this degree, oh my god, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Stressful as you're doing it, but it feels amazing. So yeah, I'm really proud of myself at the moment. Like, here's me. Like, who would have thought that me, who dropped out of like uni because of mental health issues and, you know, like tried to kill myself and thought I was going to die and thought there was no hope, who would have thought I'd be having driving lessons, like, in an actual real vehicle on the roads, and that I'd be doing a degree in English literature? Who would have thought that? Anyway, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud. Okay, love you loads, and I'll see you really soon. Bye.